In these problems, we're being asked to put a group of decimal numbers into order from the least to the greatest. So the smallest number over here, the biggest number over here, and getting bigger as you go off to the right. And we've got some long looking decimals here. And the method to do this is to start with the highest place value, and then if they're the same, compare the next place value, and so on down until you can figure out which is the biggest. I like to do that best by stacking them on top of each other. So I'm just going to move a copy of these numbers off to the side, and we're just going to stack them up. Oops, come back here. There you are. Okay. So let's arrange them so that their place values are all lined up. And once you do that, it's really easy to see what's going on. We have 8s in the ones place. That's our highest place here. So that's where we start. They're all the same. So I don't even have to think about that anymore. Let's go down to the tenths. In the tenths, we have 1s and 4s. Well, 1 is less than 4. So let me just chuck that up there. Now, let's sort out these ones. Is 8.1082 less than or greater than 8.1? The way to think about this is to think about any spaces that are unfilled as zeros trailing off into infinity. So if we compared the tenths, they're the same. If we compared the hundredths, it'd be a 0 and a 0. If we compared the thousands, it'd be an 8, and a 0. So this one is actually bigger than this one. So let's move this up to the top, and this one's bigger. So 8.1 is less than 8.1 and some other numbers. Okay, how about this one? We've compared the ones, they're 8s. We've compared the tenths, those are both 4s. Next we have, in the hundredths, we have an 8 and a 0. Well, 8 is bigger than 0, so we got to put the bigger one below. All right. Now we have them in the right order. Let's just put them in the boxes where they belong. So this is 8.1 is less than 8.1082, which is less than 8.408, which is less than 8.48. Done. Let's try one more here. So here we have a bunch of numbers. Looks like they all start with 4, but let's do the same technique again. Let's just line them up. There's 4.69 and 4.609 and 4.6911 and 4.8. So remember, we're going to start with the highest place value, and that's the ones place. Oops, here we go. And they're all 4s, so we can ignore that. The next highest place value is the tenths, and we have 6s and we have 8. So actually those are in the right order according to the tenths already. Well, that was lucky. And let's check the next place value down, which is the hundredths. We have a 9, a 0, and a 9. The 0 is definitely less than the 9, so let's push that up here. And then let's try these two. We have 4.69 and 4.6911. So I think these are in the right order because we can think of these empty spaces here after the 4.69 as being filled with zeros, and 0 would be less than 1 in the thousandths place. So I think that is the correct order. So let's put those in the boxes. So we're saying that 4.609 is less than 4.69, which is less than 4.6911, and that is less than 4.8. So that is a little bit of work with ordering decimals.